Hello everyone, welcome back to DSP versus the Internet, my weekly clips react show. We're now on part 5 of 6, and let's see what this looks like. It'll be interesting. Dumbest YouTubers who went broke. Let's see about the people who went broke.
To a viewer to getting sued for over $4 million by Cardi B. There are quite a few dumb YouTubers who went broke due to directions. However, let's begin by talking about Boogie 2988.
Yeah,
who had
let's
one
do
of
it.
the craziest financial downfalls of all time. Now, Boogie is considered one of the OG YouTubers, as he already uploaded his first video back in 2006 and quickly found fame due to him playing into his overweight appearance.
So he actually did predate me. My first video on YouTube was 2007. His was 2006, so he beat me by a year.
With a character he made up called Francis. He eventually started discussing more topics as himself and ultimately reached his peak of 4.5 million subscribers in 2019, before eventually experiencing one of the most tragic downfalls in YouTube history. You see, Boogie was first seen as wholesome, friendly and extremely humble, as he was completely fine with all of his flaws, and even spoke up about what it was like to grow up broke.
I grew up poor. That is to say, not that my family didn't have money, just that I didn't
Oh man, why did he put subtitles on? That's annoying. Hold on.
ever see any of it.
Which people respected, and when
Oh,
he
come on. Now it goes right back to not having it. All right.
revealed that he was making over $100,000 per year from YouTube and that he would become a millionaire in just 3 years, it seemed like everything was going well. Yet, despite his multiple income sources, he would eventually take his first financial hit after divorcing his wife. This situation caused him to lose exactly 50% of everything he owned due to US laws. And despite many still supporting him during this terrible chapter of his life, this wouldn't last forever. After a Reddit mega thread exposed him for the horrible things he had done, his terrible response to it, endless complaining, and him taking a break because of it, his subscriber count and monthly views took a nosedive. He lost over 100,000 subscribers in 4 months, all of his sponsors dropped him, and his monthly views went from 10 million to 2 million. So, this is when Boogie would cut back on his spending, right? It would be sensible. And he did talk about how responsible he was with money due to his childhood.
Every single dime, every single penny goes into the bank. Because I don't ever want to live that way again.
Well, this was far from the truth, as he became
The truth, here's the truth. If he was getting 10 million views a month, he's probably making, because I know, guess what? I used to make 10 million views a month ages ago. Okay? Ages ago. 10 million views a month would earn you, before the adpocalypse happened, it would earn you about, I'm not kidding, I want to say just on ad revenue alone, this is not including any other income, just ad revenue, it would have made you probably around $14,000 in 1 month, just on ad revenue, okay? And I know that from experience, from the times that I actually hit those levels of crazy success back in the day. Okay, so if he was bringing in 10 million views a month regularly, because I didn't do it regularly, I did it a few times. This guy was probably making, no exaggeration, between $200,000 to $300,000 in a year, because he probably had he had sponsors and all of that. I never had any of that. I was just pure ad revenue, and that was it. I wasn't taking in sponsorships, partnerships, paid product placements, nothing. It was just ad revenue. So he was probably making around 200 to 300 grand. And so if he was doing that for as long as he did, they said that it broke what, like 2019, 2020 was when basically all that flipped. So if he was doing it for like a decade, this guy definitely has several $1 million, right? So where did it all go? Well, 50% went to his wife. He still has over $1 million. So where did it all go? What this tells you is that he established a lifestyle that he couldn't change, because his body and his mind are used to it. He's addicted to this lifestyle of spending on certain things and stuff. And when things got tight and he needed to change, he can't. He's stuck now. You know? That's what it is. Like, he's in this routine. This is his routine now. This is how he lives. So he can't downsize, downscale. He can't do anything. He's stuck where he is, right?
completely reckless with his spending. He took out an irresponsible $100,000 loan to buy a new Tesla Model X, while his mortgage wasn't even paid off yet, and he even admitted that he couldn't afford it. But by some miracle, the backlash caused him to cancel his deposit, and it then got even crazier, as he suddenly uploaded a video in January of 2021 that he was now finally rich. How do you ask? crypto.
I invested all the way back here, and yeah, that's where we currently are with that market. So to say that I doubled my money is an understatement. In fact, I did more than that.
He made a very lucky comeback and explained that he was probably going to take this money out and put it in safer investments, meaning that he would never have to worry about becoming broke again. But
which is exactly what you should do. If you get super lucky on some kind of an investment and you're not an expert, it'd be one thing if like, okay, I'm a day trader and this is my shit. So I made a great investment. I brag about it, but I know my shit, so I can keep doing it. This was obviously luck. It was probably like a recommendation he got from someone. He invested his money nicely. He made all that money, right? He should have immediately taken it out and put it into shit. Like, if, let's say he made, I don't know, $1 million on it, because I don't know how much he made. You take it out, you invest it into things where it's going to reciprocate. I think there's, I forget what the certain level is, but there's a certain level of money that once you invest it, even on like low turnaround, like low percentage rate safe investments, it still makes you money every year, like a good amount. So imagine if you made enough money that you can invest it and it's giving you like $50,000 a year just on the interest. So you don't have to do anything and you're making $50,000 a year. That's crazy, right? I just think about it, but yeah, that's pretty wild. And if you made a lot of money on an investment, that's what, unless you're an expert and you know what you're doing, you should definitely do that. Take it out and put it in something safe. But I think we're about to find out what he actually did.
But as YouTuber Iman Gotsi would say,
you wouldn't be able to neither keep that million because you never earned it, nor multiply it because you wouldn't be the type of person that is worthy of that money and you would just self-sabotage.
And this is exactly what happened, because only 1 year after posting that video, he needed the help of his audience.
I put my money in the crypto market in the wrong section, and I pretty much lost most of everything.
Boogie was broke yet again, and while it seemed like things couldn't get any
He literally says, I have a lot of money, I'm rich, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to use it. And then he left it in crypto and reinvested it and lost all his money. Why would, if you gamble once big and you get the jackpot, would you leave the casino with the jackpot and go spend it on stuff for the rest of your life? Or would you immediately take that jackpot and throw it back at the fucking casino hoping to get another jackpot? So you know what that is? It's addiction. Because he probably got such the biggest dopamine hit to see that his money so exponentially grew. And then he got greed. Because he's like, I could do it again, and I could do it again. He just wants more and more and more instead of just being happy with the luck that he had. That's pretty sad. That's a pretty sad thing that happened there.
worse from here, it did. As in October of 2023, Mike Klum uploaded an almost 1 hour long high quality documentary about his entire life. And in this it shockingly got revealed that he went from $750,000 in savings in 2019 to nowadays facing bankruptcy and foreclosure, that he had a severe compulsive spending addiction, and that he spent more than $200,000 on adult workers in the form of fancy dinners, purses and other fees. I'm sure.
Wow. I don't think he understands how it's supposed to work. You're not supposed to buy them fancy dinners and purses. That's actually not how the transaction's supposed to take place. So maybe he was a little confused. He was trying to buy one of them into really being his girlfriend or something. I don't know. If he had $750,000 in savings, good on him. I'm not even kidding you. At the height of my popularity, the most I ever had in savings, I want to say was like 50 grand. At one point, I think I had around $50,000 in savings. You might say, well, I don't understand. If you just said you had 10 million views and you were making like $14,000 a month, how did you only have 50,000 in savings? Because I only did that a few times. On average, my views would fluctuate between like maybe 5 million, something like that. Sometimes they go higher. You know what I'm saying? So in a year, you know, even my best years of being a YouTuber, I never broke 200K in a year. Never. Not once did I ever make more than $200,000 in a year. And the thing was, before I became a YouTuber, I had a lot of debt. I had, you know, college loans. I had credit card debt. I had all this debt that I needed to get rid of from my past life before I could get in the clean. I did, but a lot of my early YouTube money went to that. And then when I basically was kind of like debt free, I saved about 50K, but then I moved. So my big years on YouTube were like 2011 when I started making money till around like 2014. And that was it. As soon as I moved, number one, I had a huge hit to my income. Number two, I spent a ton of money on the move. All my savings were expended on this move. Like everything was spent. And on top of that, I went into debt, charging up credit cards and loans and things to pay to furnish the home and all of this shit. And then I never got out of that. I was stuck in that forever. So the thing is with this guy had money. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy had tons of money. Hold on. Ponage 101. Piff is cool. We're cool with the stupid meme now. You don't have to moderate when people are making those jokes, because we're actually cool with the meme now, Ponage. I guess you haven't been around recently. He could totally make jokes about me pulling Hogan's. It's fine. We're totally rolling with the meme, and it's all good. Piff, I just unbanned you because one of my moderators probably hasn't been around recently. And he's like, he's just assaulted Phil. He said he's pulling Hogan. No, it's totally okay. We're good with it now. You don't have to moderate for that anymore because I've owned the meme, and these fucking detractors can't hurt me with that shit anymore. We're good, okay? So, Piff, I unbanned you. You're good. Yeah, see, Piff was joking, and my moderator thought he was being serious. So, I'll have to talk with my moderators about that. They're being way more lax now. Those jokes are fine, okay? No problem at all, because it's not a big deal anymore because no one cares. Okay? Cool. Cleared that up. Anyway, so I never had the money Boogie had. I never was making, probably $300K a year. I never had $750,000 in savings. This guy literally probably has been 10 times more than me with his history on YouTube for the videos he made. And I want you to think about the videos he fucking made. Skits about being fat and annoying. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did. That's the viral popularity this guy got. I busted my ass for 16 years, uploading more videos than literally any other gaming YouTuber on the fucking platform, playing every game, reviewing games, traveling, doing all this work and shit. And I never made a fraction of what this guy fucking made. And today, I have way more fucking money than him. That's pretty fucking sad, isn't it? That's pretty sad.
Sure, those adult workers gave better returns than the S&P 500. Yes, Boogie's financial downfall has been insane, but he wasn't the only YouTuber that lost his life savings with crypto. No, there was a channel by the name of Fraternidate Crypto that lost a total of $60,000 in a matter of seconds. And it even resulted in him thinking that his life was officially over. This story took place in Brazil, where Ivan Bianco, the owner of the channel, is known for making blockchain gaming and crypto related videos for an audience of almost 35,000 subscribers. He had been making videos since 2018 and also frequently live streamed. But this long experience on YouTube wasn't enough to prevent him from making the dumbest mistake of his career, as one of these live streams eventually resulted in him going broke. During this infamous stream, he mistakenly opened up a few documents on his computer, forgetting that his entire chat was watching along, and one of these documents had the key to his crypto wallet.
Oh no! Oh no, that is terrible. I thought they were gonna say he made a bad investment. Dude, to accidentally do that and have someone steal all your money, dude, that's fucking so bad and awful. I feel really bad for this guy. Holy shit, dude. That's... Okay, with Boogie, he made all the wrong choices, and that's why he went broke. This guy literally made one fucking mistake. That sucks. God damn, I feel bad. By the way, Sarah re-upped her membership for 8 months and said, I'm so glad you didn't do the Mike Klum documentary. Listen, I've already said this a bunch of times. I'll say it again. The Mike Klum documentary I was going to work on was much different than Boogie's. It was going to be a way more positive documentary. Yes, there was going to be a lot of negativity because he was going to have my detractors and people who haven't liked me over the years involved. He was going to interview YouTubers to ask their opinions on me and shit like that. Okay? But it was also going to show the real side of me. It was going to show who I am as a person. It was going to show me filming my daily routines, how hard I work, me telling stories about my past and how it factors into public opinions about me and shit like that. It was basically going to be, you make the decision on what you think about me, but I'm not changing. I'm still going to be here no matter what. So, maybe give me a fair shake. That was really what the documentary was actually supposed to be. All right. So it was different from Boogie's. I think a lot of people give Mike Klum shit because they're like, oh, you see, he just wanted to make like a lolcow negative documentary about you. That actually wasn't what it was going to be. I want you to understand that. The thing is, the two reasons I didn't do it, number one, I didn't feel like it made sense because I wasn't, like, a lot of people say, oh, you need redemption arc. I don't feel like I needed a redemption arc. Like, that's something like you're at your last legs. Like, Boogie was on his last legs. He couldn't fucking do anything for himself anymore. he was losing it, and I guess he thought that documentary was going to be his turnaround. Of course, it wasn't. We all know that. That's why he did it. For me, I was thinking about doing it, but I'm like, I don't really need this. Like, I'm doing all right. This is before my newfound popularity now, but I'm doing all right. I don't need this giant, documentary to be made about me. You know what I mean? And on top of that, it was going to be such a tremendous amount of work. It would have interfered with my life, with my streaming schedule. It would have interfered with my wife and time with her. And I just didn't think it was worth it. Like, here, let me put it this way. If there was a guaranteed reward for it, then I would have maybe done it. But there was no guaranteed reward. It was a giant risk, an insane amount of time and investment. And what if at the end of the day, no one cared? It didn't get more people to like me. You know what I'm saying? Just think of it this way. Me, one late night, going on Kino Casino and chatting in their chat and having a conversation with them a couple times, and then appearing on their show. So me just putting a little bit of extra work in, trying to, extend an olive branch, has done way more for me and my public persona and my career and my image and my financial backing too, than probably if I did that documentary. So I'm glad I didn't do it. I just don't think it would have reinvigorated anything. In fact, it might have blown chances to actually do stuff with other people. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's continue. This is awful. The guy accidentally leaked his own key. That's terrible.
Due to the address of this wallet being public, it was incredibly easy for his viewers to search it up and use the leaked key to get into it. And not much later, $60,000 worth of tokens were stolen from Ivan.
Wow.
All in a matter of seconds. He tried to recover his wallet and even created a new one, but it was already too late. Ivan had just lost everything. This realization resulted in him completely breaking down on his livestream, later stating, "When I went to transfer the assets, an error sign appeared. I couldn't believe that I was going through this. You get this feeling, that life is over." And after regaining his composure, he decided that his best plan of action was to go to the police, where he ultimately filed a report. However, it doesn't end there, as the story would then get even crazier. Because upon arriving home from his visit to the police station, Ivan decided to check his Discord messages and saw something that he couldn't believe with his own eyes. The thief had actually reached out to him. After this unnamed individual apologized for his mistake, he quickly returned a major part of Ivan's crypto funds back to him, which ultimately came down to around $50,000. And while the majority of his audience was happy that he finally got his money back, some were skeptical and called it a staged act, as Ivan didn't disclose the identity of the thief. He responded, "There's no reason for me to screw him, even though what he did was wrong. Maybe I went soft. I'm ashamed of going through this." Nowadays, Ivan is still live streaming on his YouTube channel, and while he went from $60,000 to broke in just a few seconds, he at least had a happy ending, as his bankruptcy only lasted a few hours. So yes.
Well, that's a very different kind of story than Boogie, for sure, right? That's an interesting one. Huh. Do you guys like this video? I'm fascinated. I want to keep going. I know usually I don't watch videos this long, but I'm really fascinated. You want to keep going with this one, guys? I'll just keep watching this one if you guys are okay with it.
Ivan eventually got all of his money back, but we can't really say the same for our next YouTuber, as Andrew Hills from the YouTube channel LAHWF went from a YouTube millionaire to an Amazon factory worker and Taco Bell employee.
LAHWF. That sounds familiar to me. LAHWF? I don't think I watched the video, but it sounds familiar. Like back in the day, I might have known who they were. People want me to continue with the video. Okay, cool, I will. By the way, thank you to Shao Kahn Artists, 15 months as a member. Thank you for the support, Shao Kahn Artist. All right.
Now, to understand why this all happened, we have to go back to 2012, when his YouTube channel Losing All Hope Was Freedom uploaded various prank videos with massive success. He had an amazing personality, the pranks were harmless, and he had this fun, confident but awkward persona that many found relatable. And after many innovative videos, he ultimately reached over 1 million subscribers, making him one of the most popular pranksters on the platform. However, behind the scenes, things didn't look so great, as Andrew was secretly struggling with something terrible. He explained in the video on his second channel that he had been on antidepressants for over 1.5 years already, meaning that he often struggled with depression and frequently—
Why does he have no shirt on? Can I ask a question? When these people are doing these videos and they're like, oh, this is a really important video, why do they not have a shirt on? Like, okay, maybe your viewers like you. Do they really need you this close to them? Like, I could see the guy's fucking boogers. I could see that he ate broccoli for dinner because it's in his teeth. and I don't need to see you without a fucking shirt. So you're already coming to kiss me? Get the fuck away from me, dude.
He opened up about this with his viewers.
I wish I was stronger and that I didn't let things get to me.
Also, he didn't really like making prank videos anymore.
It's like, exactly. Casanova says like you woke up with him. I don't want to wake up with the fucking YouTuber who I watch, you know?
His mental health as well. So he ultimately decided to quit this genre altogether for his own benefit, introducing his newest series, Chatting With. This became a huge success, with many episodes seeing millions of views and making hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years 2018 and 2019.
Good for him.
But due to the pandemic and its restrictions then suddenly terrorizing the world, his momentum eventually came to a halt again when he couldn't record with guests in person. And as a result, his channel slowly started dying out.
Wait a minute. He couldn't just do everything via Zoom or something? Like, everyone during that era had to go virtual. Why did him doing virtual interviews not work? I wonder. That's weird to me. That doesn't seem to make much sense. He could have kept doing it like that. You know what I'm saying?
This drop in income, combined with the terrible habits that Andrew picked up during quarantine like drinking and smoking, ultimately caused his life to take a turn for the worse. Yet, it truly came crashing down when he picked up one final bad habit that destroyed everything. And that was overspending. He owed $50,000 in credit card debt, spent $3,600 per month on rent in Los Angeles.
Whoa. That's wrong. It's $3,600, not $36,000. That's a huge typo. He should really re-edit the video because that's a big fucking typo right there, dude. Yikes.
Traveled the world while paying this rent, partied way too much, and often forgot to save for taxes. He got too comfortable, and as a result, admitted to these dumb decisions, making him broke in a video that he uploaded to his main channel.
I thought, so I had like 10 grand coming in a month every month, and I just, for hardly doing anything, and YouTube kind of just spoiled me, and I don't know, I guess I thought it would last forever.
However,
yeah, I mean, if all he was doing this interview series, he's making 10 grand a month. That's pretty insane. That is pretty fucking insane, you know? That's it. It's all you're doing and you're making that. So it makes it be irresponsible. You know, for me, for what I make, first of all, I have a lot of payments and things, you know, mortgage and shit, health insurance, all the stuff behind the scenes that I have to pay. Plus, you know, food and everything. So I got a lot of debt already that I'm paying every month that go, you know what I mean? I always say to everyone, when my YouTube check comes in, it literally is spoken for. Any YouTube revenue I get usually goes right to bills. I don't have any excess from that. It's really when people tip me, that's kind of the money that I have to spend on stuff like buy games and shit, right? But I work my ass off to earn that. I'm here 6 days a week full time. I literally only have 1 day a week to even do anything outside of streaming, you know, grocery shopping and spending time with my wife. This guy sounds like he barely worked at all and was making what I make. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't busting his ass at all. He was doing an interview series that was bringing millions of views, and he didn't have to work for it. And he was making so much money, and he had this lifestyle where he would just go party and blow it all. Well, I'm 42 years old. I don't blow it all, that's for sure. It's just, you know, it's life. It's shit that happens. I keep thinking that I can save, and then I can't. Hopefully now, with the way things are turning around right now, 16 straight streams and climbing here, of hitting goals and everything, maybe things will turn around for me finally. We'll have to find out. But you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much. Let's keep going.
On the other hand, he stated that he made a lot of progress again by living cheaply, and also took on jobs like Amazon factory work, DoorDash, movie theater work, and Taco Bell.
I've been working. I got a job. I work at Taco Bell.
Which meant that Andrew learned a lot from his mistakes. And not only did he responsibly get his life back on track with these decisions, but he also returned back to his old style of YouTube videos, interviewing people in a new series called People On. This series started off slow, but eventually picked up traction when he covered interesting topics. And with an episode even seeing over 1 million views, it seems like Andrew reignited his golden formula. However, despite him still uploading these episodes to this day, and even experimenting with prank videos again, his views reached all-time lows once more recently. But this time, one thing is different. He's actually dedicated again. Something he lacked during his dramatic financial downfall. And while this won't bring back the fame or money he once had, it is a giant step in the right direction. Then again, while Andrew recovered from this financial setback, Tasha K will probably...
So this is long. This is a long... We should split the part. Man, this is a good video. I want to keep going. I seriously want to keep going. Because this is very very entertaining, right? Are you guys liking this? I'm really liking this. All right, so I hope you guys are liking this. Let's end the part and let's continue with this video because it's actually really, I'm really, everyone's a different situation. Every person has been a completely different situation so far. Okay, all right, let's split the part. We'll come back. We'll continue on with this video and maybe watch 1 or 2 more before the end of the stream. Okay, excellent.